Bullying, it's not just something that happens in middle school and high school. Ali joins us with more on why mean girls can make for meaner women. Ali?
Yes, this morning we're talking about women bullying other women. And I have Dr. Erika Holiday, psychologist and co-author of Mean Girls, Meaner Women, and she's here to talk about this growing issue. So, I've been on a reality show before, so I definitely understand sort of the dynamic of the TV shows and how you can get caught up in drama, I guess, and being mean to other girls. I definitely was there. So, and I luckily, as we talked about a little bit in the last hour, I was able to sort of see my actions back, watching them from an outside perspective and be like, I don't want to be that girl. I don't want to be that person. Why was I that way? So thank you so much for being here, because this is definitely something that has been important to me over the last year. But so why do you think the TV shows with all the drama, I think we're going to talk about the Kardashians in a minute, but why do you think they're so popular?
I think that girls and women can identify with them in some kind of way, that they feel like they're relatable, that maybe they have some of the same problems that we have. And so they feel like, okay, I relate to them, but I also can get lost in their drama, and I don't need to focus on my own.
And then also sort of with these shows comes sort of the idealism of what a woman should look like. I mean, the Kardashians, beautiful women. I mean, they are flawless every single time they're on TV. But what we don't see is the, team of makeup artists and stylists behind the scenes.
Every morning that they get, they have a, glam squad that does their hair and their makeup and makes them look all perfect and pretty, and most of us don't have that.
Exactly. That's a hard sort of ideal to live up to. We can't live up to that.
Absolutely.
Let's take actually a look at this and see these ladies in action. Voice do I hear? The princess is in the building.
Dip, 6 and a dip. Yeah. Shake, shake, shake. Bite down and up. Yeah.
Perfect.
Look what I can do.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yikes. There's a lot of things probably
wrong with that
clip. Exactly. Well, I guess first let's talk about what we just saw at the end there. Young girls, how is this affecting them?
It really does affect them, and it forces them to grow up way too quickly. It forces them to focus on their sexuality and their beauty as opposed to their brains. We see now when it comes time for Halloween, all these Halloween costumes, they're all over sexualized. This stripper pole is now more common. We see it all the time on TV. And how old is she there? She's what, like 8, 9? She's little. Yeah, and I mean, we really need to think about what kind of message that is sending to girls.
I really love what you just said, too. You said sort of measuring the difference between beauty and brains. Like, we put beauty higher than brains.
We really do.
And it's really interesting you bring that up, because the other day I found like these little, I was doing this like question book, and one of the questions was, would you rather be 10% smarter or 10% more beautiful, better looking?
Wow.
And when I used to work at a technology company, internet company, back then, 10% smarter would have 100% been my answer. I wouldn't even have thought of it. And now that I've sort of been exposed to Hollywood a little bit more, I had to think about it for a second. Oh, would I want to be 10% better looking? And I think it's because that's what we see. You see her at the beginning, she gets out of a Range Rover. Like, we can afford that lifestyle. I mean, how is this affecting? Are we overspending? Are we getting plastic surgery? How is this affecting us today?
All of the above. I mean, there was a show last night that premiered called Beauty Plastic, or I can't even remember.
Bridal Plasty.
That's it. Yeah, and I mean, these kinds of shows are continuously sending the message that that's the most important thing, to spend all your money, go into debt, get plastic surgery, buy the most beautiful clothes, and do whatever you can to be gorgeous.
And speaking of plastic surgery, we actually have another clip here really quick from the, I think, Married to Rock it's from. Let's take a look at that.
Really, Joe? I was just trying to call you guys. Where's Etty?
She's sorry she couldn't make it. Something to do with her kids, and then working on something with some song, and so...
It might be okay, because I do feel like she's definitely pushing like a beige agenda on me.
Hi, ladies.
Hi.
EJ. Nice meeting you, Lisa.
Josie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Lisa. This is the Hollywood Castle.
Okay, so I think when I look at that clip, I see breast implants. That's what I see when I see those movies like that, and I think that sort of makes women feel like they're not sexy enough because they don't look like that.
It makes them feel less than. I can't even tell you how many times I've had women come into my psychotherapy practice telling me that after watching these shows, they feel less than. They feel like they're not good enough, pretty enough, not enough money, that it really does affect us.
Because we all can't go sort of buy the designer handbags and get the plastic surgery and do all the things that the women are doing on these shows.
Right. Right.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for being here. I guess we'll head over to you, Raul.